everyone! So if you're new to the Traveler's Notebook, you might be a little bit intimidated about how to put it together at first. So I thought I would make another video, this time using the Traveler's Notebook Passport. So this is the Traveler's Company, which used to be called Midori, but they changed the Traveler's Notebook portion of their business, just the name. It's still the same company. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about that on the internet. They did not change their quality or anything like that. So in this video, I will probably call this a Midori many times. That's just because I was used to doing that for years. It is now called just the Traveler's Company Traveler's Notebook. So when I say Midori, I really just mean Traveler's Notebook. So this is the new blue color. This is passport size. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I really was excited that this one had this really cool, obviously before it got dyed, the leather underneath had some different color variation. And so you can kind of see how some of it is darker and some is lighter. And I actually think that's really cool. The more sort of like blemishes and scratches that your Traveler's Notebook gets, the more I like it. And the more I feel like it's, you know, something that looks like just kind of a part of your like adventurous lifestyle. So what I'm going to do is show you how to put it together. First, I'm going to pull it apart so you can kind of watch me if you're interested, kind of like unbuild it, just because it might give you some idea on how the whole thing works, but I'll describe it as I put it together. Okay, so when you purchase your Traveler's Notebook, it's gonna come like this. Now you can pick from 4 different colors. You know, when the Traveler's Notebook first came out, it was available in brown and black, and now it's additionally available in camel and blue. And so, like I said, this is the new blue color that I'm using as the model for, and the reason I'm using this one is because that's the one I'm actually using right now. So this is my, you know, actual Traveler's Notebook that I've been using. So again, you buy it like this, and it is going to come with a blank insert, which I tend not to use the blank inserts, but I'll kind of show you what they look like. Actually, I won't. Hold on. Yes, I will. So it looks like this. Your whole thing comes in a pouch, which I usually just throw those away. And then you get an extra elastic band. I think that mustard contrasts really nicely with the blue. That's why I chose that color, but you also get a navy band if you'd rather just use the blue colorway. So this is what the blank notebook looks like. So that comes with every Traveler's Notebook. And I'm just not into like blank paper like this, so I end up not using it. Totally comes down to personal preference. But since the Traveler's Notebook is customizable, it makes sense to just use what you love. All right, so I almost always start my Traveler's Notebook out with a zip pocket. And the thing that's really great about the standard size zip pocket is that pretty much any pen you own will fit in it. Now for this passport size, you're gonna have to go with more miniature size pens and pencils, which I do. This one is the Otto mechanical pencil mini size. It's very cute actually. So it's, you know, you fill it with standard 0.5 pencil lead, but there it is. And I usually have like a little zebra slide mini. I don't know where I put it, but it's usually in here too. So you can definitely, even in the passport, fit a little pencil and a little pen, which is nice. That's where my coffee card went. This is the problem with keeping track of a Traveler's Notebook and a wallet, is sometimes you get confused about what you put where. Okay, so I always insert my pocket first. And as you saw, very, very simple. I just took my pocket, which comes like this, you know, took it out of the plastic, and then I inserted it behind this elastic band that is already installed in your traveler's notebook. Okay, so that's my front and my back. Now, when you're laying out your traveler's notebook, you want to think about the order in which you want to be able to open things and access things. And so what you can do is sort of lay everything down at first before you install everything. And so I knew, you know, in addition to this zip pocket, I wanted a folder. So I knew my folder was going to go like that, kind of on top of my zip pocket. And then I knew I wanted two inserts. I wanted the weekly and I wanted the monthly. I tend to use my traveler's notebook as a calendar where I plan things. And believe it or not, if I don't schedule vacuuming, I don't do it. So this is how I knew I wanted it to lay out, okay? So I put my folder down just so it'd be in the right spot, and then I attached my notebooks together in the middle. So let me show you. It's easier to put it together than it is to pull it apart. So I knew I wanted my weekly and then my monthly. And obviously this is just personal preference. So I bought one of these passport size elastic bands. And by bought it, I mean I pulled it off of our warehouse shelf. Let's be real. And then of course I had my weekly and my monthly. They look like this when you buy them, just to show you. And they do 6 months at a time. And this is what the folder looked like. So I found the middle of each one. And then what you do is you take this silicone band and you slide it down the middle of both, and then I always just kind of go like this, and so then you almost feel like you have one book here. They're attached together in the middle. Then I laid it on top of my folder, and then I added this whole thing underneath this pre-installed elastic band. And so then what you end up with is a whole book style here with things in the order you want them. Now, of course, you can go fatter, you can go thinner, you get to put whatever you want in it. That's the point of the customization. But for whatever reason, setting up your traveler's notebook for the first time can be really intimidating to people. So I just wanted to show you how simple it is. And then this is a little bookmark you get that, you know, comes pre-installed on the notebook as well. And I do use that. I use it to mark where I am on my calendar. And then you end up having a passport size handy little planner or notebook, or even some people turn them into wallets, just whatever your heart desires. So I hope that you found that very simple to put together. I hope that you have a lot of fun customizing this. If you do, like I said, don't feel like you have to use the blank notebook. Pass it on to someone who can use it, and just really customize this to however you want. And we've got plenty of small pens and pencils that will fit inside that zip pocket. So don't feel like you can't use the passport just because you like to lug some writing implements around as well. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. I'll also link the setting up the standard size to this video so that you can see that one too. You can see another way I've set up a traveler's notebook, and you also will be able to see just like the standard size versus the passport size. That video is old, so it probably doesn't mention that the traveler's notebook is available in all 4 colors now, but both sizes are available in all 4 colors. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy traveler's notebooking. Bye bye.